Welcome to Penpositive. This is Vinod Narayan. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about a book, Miseducated, written by Brandon Fleming. Brandon Fleming is the assistant coach of debate at Harvard. And Miseducated is his story. It's a very inspiring memoir. The transformation of one person from being a delinquent, drug dealing teenager to becoming the assistant coach of debate at Harvard. And how that happens, that's a story all about. And I'm not doing a book review, but I want to share four aspects four points that really came to me when I really read the book. One is privilege. And when I read that story, when I read through what Brandon went through in his life and the struggles that he's had and how every odd was against him and still he was able to succeed, and all these things happened by the age of 27. And what comes to my mind is my privilege, right? Most of the time we have all the privileges and we don't even recognize that. And we complain. We say that we have this problem, we have that problem. And when you read that book, I think most of the complaints that I make now or what I've made before, they don't make sense. I think there are people who are less privileged and if you look at it, Brandon Fleming was in one way privileged to reach there because he got the right help the right time, but there are a lot of other people who are not getting it. So that is one point, and I think I will never look at privilege, or rather, in the same way after reading the book. If you read, you're also going to look at privilege in a totally different way. The second aspect was education. Yeah, the book is about miseducated, but the book is about education. So, what is education? What is a teacher? And and in the book, through his story, Brandon tells you how people look at education. Now, for Brandon, when he was in school, the only reason that got him to school was because he had a love for basketball. If basketball was not there, he didn't have an incentive, a reason to go to school. And sometimes we think that school is all about, and education is all about what is taught inside the classrooms. No, that's not always. Every kid doesn't go into school to see what is taught in the classroom. There's a lot of other incentives for kids to go to school. And unless we recognize that, how can we recognize education the way it should be? The third aspect is about literature, philosophy, and humanities. The importance of high schoolers and college and as human beings for us to spend time with literature, spend time with philosophy, spend time debating about ideas that make the world, is making the world, about humanities, about people, about stories, storytelling. I think that's so important, and I think that's one other point that came to me. And the final point is about coaching and mentorship. If it was not for mentors who actually were able to move out of the role of being just a teacher and become a coach and mentor to Brandon, things wouldn't have been like this. And teachers don't just teach. Amazing teachers, they they they're facilitators of learning. They help students learn. They transform students to lifelong learners. And they don't just teach what is to be taught. They facilitate learning with students. And not just that, when these students learn from a mentor, when they have the help of a mentor or a coach, they grow up and they also become coach and mentor. They might not be teachers. See, teacher is not just about that certification to teach in a school. It's a whole lot different than that. It is much more than that. It's about coaching, it's about mentoring. Every student in the class, if that person feels that this teacher is mentoring me, is talking to me, that's what matters. And they will grow up to become mentors and coaches themselves because they want to pay it forward. Now, who is this book for? I would say the book is for parents. Parents should read the book. It's for everyone, but parents should read this book. They should tell the story over and over and over again. I think every school, the story should be retold. I think the story should be retold because kids need to know there's an opportunity. There's a possibility. There is something that they can become. Thank you.